Hey guys, welcome to HTC Gaming VR. We are in a game I have been waiting on for a long time, and I didn't think I was going to get to play today because of some Steam registration hiccups. But thankfully, the devs have managed to get Steam to go ahead and push this through with the final build. They had they missed a few checkboxes on submitting the build for approval. They admit they waited too long. I've had some back and forth with the devs today going on about it, and really great, really humble guys, or at least the one that I've been talking to. So really glad that they finally were able to get their early access V1 build out today, August 15th, and I get to get into play. One of the things that they did send me, you'll notice that there's a lot of coming soon stuff around. I'm going to go step over to my desktop really quick. They gave... Oh, shit. I think I just jumped into something. That was not what I intended to do. So I'm partially out of headset right now. Looking at the roadmap that they sent out to content creators with the early access keys. So early access, ongoing R&D. I tweeted this picture out, so go ahead and check out @MasterGamingVR if you want to actually see this picture yourself. But ongoing R&D, melee combat, animations, combat balancing, NPC and enemy AI, playstyle customization, those are the main things that they're working on in early access. So that's what we're going to be looking at in this build of the game right now. There is a dev wish list, which they... Damn. I'm not sure why the screen just went black. Okay, so I accidentally loaded into this campaign over here. I didn't intend to do that. I just wanted to walk over to my computer. I believe I was talking about the dev wish list. I had to exit out of the game. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. I can see it from over here. I'm not going to get too close. So the dev wish list, these were things that they said, barring sales goals and if they can hit their deadlines, things that they would like to do on the dev wish list is co-op dungeons, multiplayer dueling, non-VR option, PSVR, and open source VR are on the dev wish list. As far as the post-early access roadmap items go, is dungeon crawling, rideable mounts V1, open world V1, which has me super excited. Second character Ulvar, third character Nephil, fourth character Lamanthos, and then finally SKVR launches. So again, I've tweeted that out. It's at @MasterGamingVR. I tweeted that out earlier today. Go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and jump into the game now that we've talked a little bit about the roadmap, what this is going to be, and where it's going. So now I've kind of screwed up because I've got load last checkpoint, and that's not what I wanted to do. Let's look at... Oh, yeah, there's a wall there. So trackpad locomotion. It is... unfortunately it is head HMD oriented trackpad locomotion. It does seem to have some quirks. It's not letting me back up as readily as I would want. Yeah, so that's going to be a frustration. The trackpad doesn't seem to be super sensitive in some directions, and I haven't quite figured that out yet, but let's go ahead and do settings. Free rotation, warning may cause dizziness. What is free rotation? Okay. Oh! No. So with the right-hand trackpad, left and right on the trackpad, twist your world left and right. That's gonna go away. That's not comfortable even for me, and I'm pretty comfortable with most locomotion options. So what does this do without it? Oh, okay, so without it, pressing on the trackpad rotates you in degrees. So it is front-facing accessible. So if all you have is a front-facing setup, they've got you covered. So that's cool. I do wish the trackpad locomotion was a little bit more responsive. I don't know if you can hear me hitting the button and sometimes it's not going. Well, hitting the trackpad and sometimes it's not going. That could be my trackpad, but it feels more like it is the game in certain... maybe it's a trackpad. Maybe my trackpad's finally going out. Yeah. Oh no. That could be my trackpad. My controllers are pretty beat up, so I'll let that one slide for now. Let's go. We just did settings. We don't want that. We want to restart. So we have Levordian campaign. We have the Beat the Troll game mode. Bethandrian campaign, which is the other character that I was talking about. The Artedian campaign, Dungeon Crawl, which is coming soon, and then Baknagothern campaign. Those are going to be hard to say. Which is the Olvar campaign. Not bad. They kind of shimmer and shine from a distance. It is an Unreal Engine game, as you can tell from the bars. I feel like I've been running my mouth a lot. Let's go ahead and jump into the game here. We can talk as we go. I like the effect down there. Press right trigger button to start. Okay. I guess somehow I pressed the right trigger button earlier. So I've got a loading screen. I don't know if you guys see it. A nice big SoulKeeper VR billboard in front of me. I like that it's not just a stock generic billboard. And take this time to say that the game is $39.99 on Steam. Currently, I think there's a launch sale of 13% off. It does take a minute to load, it seems. I might just go ahead and skip up to... Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So, locomotion movement. Use the left thumb pad to move. The more you push or slide, the faster you will go. Use right trackpad to rotate. You can modify the rotational method in the settings. So this is where I was earlier. I've got some runes on my hand. This feels off. The wrists are bent, not where my hands are right here, and it feels like the hand should be out like that a little bit. Just a weird. They feel like they're bent in too much. They don't look bad. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Oh, so we've got teleport. Grip is teleport. So you've got trackpad and teleport.
It is a beautiful afternoon, but I must focus upon my studies and meditation.
Apparently I'm going to talk to myself. Okay, it's freaking out. I don't know if that's my tracking or is it the game? Okay, I think it's just my tracking. I'm in my bad corner. Let me come over here and see. Okay, yeah, it's just my tracking in that corner. My tracking in that corner is bad. So, let's go over here. Can't grab or eat bread. Okay, look at this. It's doing a weird pushing me away thing. No, I don't know. Are you guys seeing through the left eye? No real magnification, but we can see through it. It works. You look kind of cheap, actually. You look like you need some graphical work. Can't do anything with him. Nothing. Alright, let's move on. Don't appear to be able to interact.
Brother Usorapos, pardon my interruption, but Brother de Castos requires your attendance downstairs in his laboratory.
Thank you, Brother Laurentios. I shall present myself momentarily.
I shall inform him of your imminent arrival then. Guidance guide you, brother.
Why am I
You
hearing
as
that?
well, brother. Brother Laurentios, a most talented musician of our order. He possesses a keen eye, or ear in his case, for detail.
Alright, so it seems like it's going to be pretty heavily story-based.
I must first unlock this door. I left the key somewhere in this chamber.
Alright. The head lock, or head orientation for this is going to be rather annoying. Okay, grip picks things up. You can place items in your inventory for later use by dropping them in there. In where? To open up your inventory, press the menu, shoulder button, left controller, and then drop your item in the blue ring around you. Oh. There we go. That's nifty. Alright, now you picked up that key, find what it unlocks within this room. In order to use it, you must be holding it in either hand, plus trigger to close the switch. Okay. I probably should have been reading those. I'm fairly certain it probably unlocks the door, but I just wanted to... Oh, there we go. Aha! Looks like it. Assumptions. Assumptions are bad. Yeah, I think I need to get a new controller. That's unfortunate.
This is Brother Michaelios' chamber. I have no reason to interrupt on his meditation or drumming. I have no reason to leave the dormitory area at this moment. Besides, Brother De Castos awaits me downstairs.
What if I just want to leave?
This is Brother Andrios' chamber. I expect he is busy studying his charts and statistical collections.
We just have a random ass room here with a like rape me statue. Okay, come on, give me the sword. I'm obviously supposed to pick the sword up. I'm obviously supposed to grab his sword. Oh yeah? Who do you two?
This is the East Wing Chambers. I have no reason to venture here yet.
No reason
Keeping
to
Brother
venture
De
here.
Castos waiting would not be a very wise choice.
Well, I'm not a very wise person. Open. Kinda got stuck there.
It appears someone left quite a mess behind. How am I to get across now, I wonder? But of course, I must teleport my way through.
I must teleport my way through. It's nice they didn't give me a tutorial pop-up here. It's like, come at me, bro. So this kind of feels like it works. We're supposed to be this mage guy.
Brother Soropos,
Feels more
tardiness is not
magical.
something we tolerate here. I have been awaiting your arrival.
Oh, and we can skip
Greetings,
dialogue.
Brother De Castos. Apologies for my delay. I came as soon as summoned.
No matter. Archmage Feramius has personally requested your dispatch in Mardonian territory. You are to
Who?
travel
Where?
to Mardu Numa today.
I am ready to carry out the wishes of the Order.
Oh no, not at all, dear child. Do not think yourself ready, for you are far from it. Although circumstances require otherwise, and as a true Lavordian, you too, like many before you, shall have to adapt to circumstance.
I'm guessing that's the
However,
animations they were
your
talking about.
studies throughout these past years should serve you well on the road ahead. After all, to be a Levordian means to possess knowledge, and to possess knowledge means to possess power. For the path you must tread is tough and holds many a danger. Danger that can only be overcome with true power.
Meh.
If I may ask, what is the objective of my quest?
You shall be dispatched to Mardonuma, and you are to infiltrate the Mardonian monastery nearby. Intelligence sources indicate that the Mardonians have recently acquired a powerful and ancient artifact. The presence of a rather large black dragon has also been reported in the region.
A black dragon? I was under the impression black dragons have not made an appearance for at least 740 years.
Indeed, which is why it is a cause for great concern to the Archmage. If the Mardonians have found a way to exercise control over such a creature, we will find ourselves in a rather dangerous predicament. Therefore, you are to infiltrate the Mardonian monastery, find the artifact, and bring it back here for us to examine and determine whether it is related to the presence of the Black Dragon or not. But let us not waste any more precious time. Throughout your years with us, you have received more than adequate training in the art of spellcasting and combat. But I must ensure, one last time, that you do indeed feel comfortable with the basics.
Sounds like a great premise.
Before we proceed, pick up the runestones from the table on your left and place them in your inventory. Excellent. Now with your left hand, pick up your staff.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Proceed to the table with the swords, and with your right hand, pick up yours.
I want some of those. Actually, that staff kind of looks cooler than this one. Right, table with the sword. Right hand,
Good.
pick up my sword.
Now that you have all of these things, proceed
I like the other one I
to
saw
the
better.
training grounds. I shall guide you from here.
So I'm just reaching out and touching the door. I don't have to actually click on anything. Like they open separately.
You must prove you possess basic knowledge of spellcasting, staff, and melee combat. To begin, enter any of the 3 chambers ahead.
Looks like I'm stuck with them in my hand. Yep, I can't seem to grab those, so having 2 things in your hands and I don't know how to put them up yet impedes you from using any items.
To unlock the gates and exit this chamber, you will need to destroy all the dummy targets by using spellcasting. Invoke the spellcasting diagram.
To cast spells, you need to have your hands free. For now, you have 4 spells. With either hand, you keep the trigger pressed and draw directional symbols in the air to get the spells you desire. Once you've successfully drawn the symbol you want, your spell will be ready to fire by pressing and releasing the trigger. You can view all 4 directional symbols in the examples found in this room. Try to draw all of them and see what happens. Oh, they put my weapons away for me. So... okay. Huh. Nifty. Alright, the bird is to the right. And then we've got this fireball. I think I completely missed him with that, but I'll take it. And then we get a crossbow. The angle on this is very, very bad. Like holding it the way I think it should be, shooting straight out. This is yeah, that's just a really bad angle. This should be pointed straight at his head right now, or I should at least be able to change the angle in the settings. Because this, I'm having to break my wrist. I will never use this crossbow spell because of this, even though it appears to be multi-shot. Got about 5 shots, and I just won't use it because I'd have to contort my wrist and break my wrist to actually use it. Alright, so that's very nice and simple. Just I guess it's kind of the same for all of the spells. I have to bend at a very unnatural angle to get it to shoot that way. Yeah, not thrilled about the angle of aiming. I need to be able to, like right now, I've got my arm out in front of me, just straight out like this, and you can see how the hand is bent out. That needs to be changed and fixed. This is day 1 of early access. At least it's functional. It's not time to die, if anyone saw my previous video. Alright, let's go ahead. It needs work, but this is reasonable for a day 1 early access title. These are the things that they put the game out to get our feedback.
Gates and exit this chamber, you will have to destroy all dummy targets by casting with your staff. You have 2 runestones in your inventory. Place them on your staff's corresponding sockets. Press with your right hand either runestone to activate its function. Remember, each runestone will have a finite number of charges, so use your runestones wisely. Now destroy all the targets.
Oh! Who is attacking me? No, ow. Stop that. Well, fuck. They weren't supposed to attack me. That was bullshit. And it's gonna send me way back here? What is this? This isn't right. Hint, keys can unlock more than just doors. Really? It's gonna send me all the way back here? Okay, so it needs a checkpoint system. It needs a checkpoint system in a bad way.
Thank you, Brother Laurentios. I shall present myself momentarily. Studies and meditation.
But I have my sword, so that's weird.
You as well, brother. Brother Laurentios, a most talented musician of our order. He possesses a keen eye, or ear in his case,
about
for
his
detail.
musical aptitude anymore. What I care about is getting back to where I was. So that's very frustrating. Let me out. Let my people out. Don't have the key anymore. Well, I guess I'm trapped in here. So I spoke too soon. This is a game-breaking bug. Because now I am stuck in here. And I can't pick up the key that doesn't exist over here. Nope, no key. I've got this sword that I can do nothing with. Oh. Yeah, walking into the wall doesn't... Oh, hey, we've just got a black hole over there. The shadow from the moon? That's weird. Well, I guess I'm going to restart, since I can't seem to do anything at the moment. So I will be right back, and maybe we'll be able to continue from where we left off. Okay, we're back in front of the room that killed us, and we've learned a couple of things. I thought we'd learned a couple of things. Well, when I had my sword out, pressing the menu button gave me my sword back, so it's weird that it's now not doing that. Well, shit. don't know how to socket my stuff now. Let's poke my head in the store, get my staff back really quick, and then socket some jewels before things start jumping at us.
To unlock the gates and exit this chamber, you will have to destroy all dummy targets by casting with your staff. You have 2 runestones in your inventory. Place them on your staff's corresponding sockets. Press with your right hand either runestone to activate its function. Remember, each runestone will have a finite number of charges, so use your runestones wisely. Now destroy all the targets.
Alright, so I'm going to touch it to select it. Let's read what this says this time. To unstash your staff, you can reach over your shoulder with your left hand. Okay, press and release the trigger once, then bring it back to the front. Okay, can I do the same with my sword? I apparently cannot. At least not in this room. The staff needs runestones to operate. You can find them scattered around the environments you will explore. Each runestone has a different spell and a finite number of charges. You can place them on your staff sockets that look like hands and change them on the fly or store them for later use. To remove changing a runestone in use, reach out for it with your right hand and press the grip button. Those look like hands to you? You can place them on your staff socket that looks like hands. No. Oh, okay. I guess it does look like a hand. Alright, so let's start blasting people. Let's start with the blue dragon. That's kind of cool. That's flashing. And AoE. That is not home. I think the this one? Nope, that wasn't good. Yeah, so the bird has got a little bit of a homing thing on it. Or maybe it just dive bombs. I don't know. Either way, let's go back to this and blow him up. Again, it feels like I have to bend way too far to get this at the right angle to shoot things. If I'm holding it down here in a loose grip, just shooting from the hip, then I guess it feels kind of natural, but that's the only position where it does feel natural. I'm going to be sticking it out like this, or, you know, shooting it like this, or, you know, doing some weird, crazy, you know, behind the back shooting. But probably mostly wanting to do this, just sticking it out and shooting it. And the angle needs work. Where did the gemstones go? Well, damn it, I wanted to pick those up. Oh, they look like they're all over the place. That's not what I want. I want this. I wish I could see some item stats for what it is. Let's see, keep this inventory open and grab you. That's a great big stone. Oh, it's a sword. I don't know what that does. Is that a decoy? Well, I don't know what that does. Only I had test dummies I could try it out on. So there is some weirdness. Give me out. Don't you do this. Don't you do this. I've had enough of this not being able to pick stuff up thing. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can pick this up. Are you shitting me? This is supposed to be like the easiest thing in VR. Why is it not working? Oh, because I've got something in my hand? Maybe? Am I smart? I'm a smart. Okay. Good. Phew. Phew. I didn't realize I had something in my hand. Alright. Now what's going on? I appear to not... Okay. I think I went through the wall there. Oh, yeah, hey, look at that. I can show you the world. Clipping through the terrain. Alright, I'll stop. And I'm not able to teleport until I get all the way through. There we go. Very specific spot that I can teleport back. Let me get back in the center. Alright, so definitely some issues with the game still. Not holding anything in my hands now. Now, I think this is just the clipping through the terrain that I'm doing now. Yeah. I don't think this is picking stuff up. I think it's just, for some reason, it flew way the fuck off into Never Never Land, and now I can't get to it. Which is still an issue. Maybe it's clipping through the floor? Whatever it is, fuck it. I've got some gems that'll have to do for now. I'm gonna spend my time trying to fight with those. Alright, so... Okay, we did that one, we did that one. We're on this one. This should be melee combat. That's disappointing.
To unlock the gates and exit this chamber, you will need to destroy all target dummies with your sword. A flash of the blade, a feel of the steel, one man and his honor. Must I explain how to slash inanimate objects with your blade?
Yes, please.
Please proceed with the target's destruction.
This bugs me. One man and his honor. Right, this looks very honorable. Let's see. Very, very light touch and he falls over. That's also disappointing. I don't even think I touched him yet and he fell over. I hope that this is just for these things.
Against wooden targets, let us hope you'll perform well against real opponents. Alas, time is of the essence. So do step into the portal I just opened for you. It will take you straight to your carriage that will transport you to Luma at once. Oh, and before you leave us, brother, if you do come across the Black Dragon, do not attempt to engage it. Avoid crossing paths with it at all costs. May balance guide you, brother.
I will heed your words, Brother DeCastos. Balance guide you.
Balance guide you. Spell effects are pretty cool. Very flashy.
Please board the carriage, brother. We must depart. The journey to
I do not have
Mardonia
time
is
to
long.
wander. I
You
must
should
enter the
rest.
carriage at once.
But I want to wander, damn it. There's open world on the road map. I want to like it. I want to like it a lot. I really do. But there are some glaring pain points. The locomotion boundaries prevent me from easily going through some doors. They prevent me from walking up to a table and grabbing stuff off the table, clipping through the terrain like that, not being able to pick stuff up off the floor. All of those are some major game-breaking issues. The not being able to continue...
Brother Sop, wake up.
I'm awake.
We have a ride.
I was pitching.
Please make haste. This place is shrouded in darkness. I was instructed to await your return here for no longer than an hour. Good luck, and balance guide you.
He's very quiet. I can barely hear him. Is there anything in here? Okay, I've got rooms in here. Give me some preparatory stuff. It took all my shit? It took all my shit that I snatched from the training area. That's bullshit. If I'd have known that, I'd have used them all. Well, I guess I should socket them instead of put them in the inventory. Even though I have no idea what they do. Oh good, I can't. Interesting. I don't know what that one does. Did it say I could suck it into a glove? No. Alright, well, I don't know what that does. So, what I was saying, in addition to all those things that I mentioned, there's also where I died in the tutorial because things started randomly attacking me that, well, one, it wasn't explained, and two, there wasn't shit I could do about it once it started happening because I didn't have anything socketed. And three, it put the game in a state where I couldn't proceed. And that's just, that needs to be fixed. There's no excuse for that, no matter how much I want to like the game. Let me go see the horses, goddammit. I want to go see horses in VR. Why can't I walk to the front of the carriage? Hack the game. Hack the game. Break the game. It's not going to let me break the game any more than I already have. I kind of look like I'm supposed to go that way, so I'm going to go this way. And not be able to do anything. Why does that look like it has a weird outline around it? Just me? Does it look like... Nope, just go straight through it. The moon looks pretty cool. The sky looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I'll give it that. Those wolves up there? I wonder if I can control that, and that's what that is.
A stranger in a strange land. Do approach. Feel free to seek refuge in the light of the fire, for dangerous things lurk in the darkness.
What is the nature of this danger you speak of?
The spirits, of course. You don't hear them, don't you see them? Someone must appease them.
So this is a task you would take upon yourself, alone?
Indeed it is, but I am not alone.
He's got the spirits, he just said that.
Keep me company. Look behind that rock. They're there now.
They?
That sounds like a very, suspicious request. One that a smart and reasonable adventurer would never dare go look behind the rock and put this guy at his back.
You wretched soul! You murdered all these men!
No, he's coming.
You're quick to judge, stranger. I am here but to make their passage to the afterlife easier. Why do you think I brought me shovel? Why do you think I dug these holes?
Clunk.
An undertaker, then? And whom do you serve, gravedigger?
Well, when you put it like that, I would say the dead employ me. I bury them. In exchange, I strip them of any valuables they hold.
So, the Bathandrian Empire neglects its citizens?
You can tell I'm Bathandrian, or,
his hands are really fucked up.
See, I couldn't afford to pay the tax. After the collectors seized me home and everything within, they gave me a choice. Prison, or exile. I'm sure you know what I chose. So here I am, in this shithole, trying to scrape a living by ripping off the dead.
How did you learn of this place? And how did you come to know the hour to find so many dead?
You realize these are Mardonian lands, don't you, stranger? You do know what the Mardonians do, don't you? Again, a stupid question to ask a Levordian. Speaking of which, I wonder what the Mardonians would pay to know there's a Levordian in their midst.
I urge you to reconsider those words.
Don't worry not, Levordian. Your secret's safe with me. But a gesture of goodwill and appreciation wouldn't go amiss.
A bribe, then. What do you want?
Oh, nothing of great value. Could you spare some coin? Something to eat? Anything, really. After all, I am a social worker. I give all these lost souls a proper burial. Better than being feasted upon by crows, vultures and wolves. And those other things that come out in the night. Do you not think so?
Through what method have you succeeded in evading the Mardonians?
When you've lost everything, Levordian, nobody pays you any mind. You become lower than the worm crawling the earth, insignificant to the grand schemes and power games of men. It's simply a matter of crawling where no foot lands. Although, I hope to have caught your attention this cold night, and maybe some coin to go with it.
So I've got a dialogue choice here. So I can be merciful, I can be merciless, or show a little compassion. The guy kind of creeps me out. But you know what? I'll show a little compassion.
So be it. Take these gold pieces. A more than generous gesture. And in return, ask you to share all that you murder monastery's region.
The path that leads there lies on the left. It's the easiest and safest way.
Now I must take my leave. May our paths never cross again.
My wife said the same thing last time I saw her. Good luck to you then, Levordian.
So a couple of things. Obviously the echo chamber is an issue. But I slotted a gem. I didn't use the gem at all, and now the gem is gone. So I'm kind of wondering if these are on a finite time basis and not a use basis, which is kind of upsetting. I don't see why that would be, or who would think that that was a good idea. There was something up there. Hopefully we can actually get into some gameplay here. There's been a lot of story, a lot of dialogue. I'm big on story, but okay, so they're just there for show. They don't look like they're there for show. Slot some spells. Pretty sure he said this was the safe path. Okay, come on. I smacked you in the face. Why are you running? Waggle the wind, waggle the wind. It appears to be waggling the wind. Okay. So, those models are hideous, and not in the way that they're supposed to be hideous. That combat was not the greatest combat. It looks like I dropped my gem somehow. Oh, hey. You're a dick. Why can I not cast? Did he blink? I couldn't see what I was doing. Alright, let's try this again. So, not sold on the combat as of right now. Let's go this. Let's got one in there. Get my sword out. Oh, it's not casting anything. Oh, shit. That was strong. Oh, it's gone. Those don't last very long at all. Oh, it's gone too. And I have no idea what this does because I can't slot it. So. I can teleport too. I don't know where he is. Stick the staff away because it's worthless. I can't maneuver. I can't maneuver with the headlock. I just can't. Moving to the right, I've swapped controllers, and still moving to the right is an issue. So I don't necessarily think it's my controllers, unless both of them have gone bad. Nope. So even if I try and grab it over my right shoulder, the staff is locked to the left hand, the sword is locked to the right hand, so I can't use a sword in the left hand and cast spells in the right hand, which is what I would like to do. Let's get this guy. Darkening of my vision for my health, that's a very horrible, horrible design decision. Like, worst design decision of the game so far. As I get lower health, you're going to blind me. I can't see anything after I take 1 or 2 hits. Like, it's a very small number. If I was damn near dead, then maybe it might make sense, maybe. But to say, oh yeah, you took a stray shot, go ahead and, you know, you're blind now. Unless it's something... I was trying to use the big one. Try to select it. I don't know how I actually go about using it. It didn't blow up like I was supposed to. Alright. Try this one more time. It's a big spell. I'm out. Waggle. Waggle the wind. Waggling the wind. Except I'm not winning very much. Okay. Oh, is that what they're doing? Are they dropping souls? They're dropping loot. And I didn't realize that until now. So that makes this less pointless, but still pretty bad as a useful weapon. It's pretty overpowered when you get one of those big bang spells, but yeah, blow up your buddy. And see, I'm damn near blind. Whoa! I do like that my spells can counter his spell. But, again, they're almost out. And I can't maneuver. I can't go to the right. Another one of these. So pretty much you can't play without the staff. It feels like. The staff is way overpowered in comparison to the other types of abilities that I have. Let's at least see what this is before abandoning all hope. Why do I have a bad feeling about that? Go away. Shoot. Go away. Get out of those.
Fire should make quick work of this rock.
Why would fire make quick work of the rock? It didn't do, Okay, not fire, crossbow. To descend, teleport down here. And I want to see what this portal is first. Apparently it was nothing. Okay then. Alright, well that was our first taste of the SoulKeeper VR. I will probably revisit this at a later time. Day 1 on early access release date, probably a little bit too rough for my tastes. It's got a lot of work ahead of it. It's got a lot of things to iron out. Locomotion, again, like I said, I switched trackpads, or switched Vive wands, and I don't know why, but I'm getting stuck. I don't know if it is my collider, the fact that I have a weird collider, and when I get near something, it locks me up. I don't know. I do seem to have a box that is larger than me as my collider, and it made getting through doors in the very early level an issue. What I did off camera was I sat there and fiddled with the door. I almost recorded a bit of it, me trying to get through the door, but as soon as I said, "Oh, look at this, I can't even get through this door without teleporting," that's when I was able to get through the door. So you can wiggle it. It seems like the right side of the door gets you through quicker, or is where you can get through, but it's still an issue. It still impairs the gaming experience. Like I said, I really wanted to like this, but for now this is going to be a hold off for later. There are better RPG experiences. If you really like the story and the voice acting, that seems to be pretty decently done at the moment. But as far as gameplay goes, waggle to win, the blinding in combat, there's a lot of feedback for things that they need to improve that I'm going to go ahead and send off to them, and hopefully they watch this as well and see what I ended up dealing with, and hopefully go ahead and make some changes based on that. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Oh, it looked like I could touch it. Okay, that's weird. Random physics interaction. Oh, there we go. So part of me has a physical collider. This part does. The hand apparently doesn't. That's interesting to note. Only this section here interacts with objects. Wonder why. Maybe to pick items up? Who knows? But, oh, I pissed them off. And it's done. I don't know, it seems like it's burned out too quickly. Yeah, what he said. My biggest gripe, I think, is the locomotion followed, you know, I'm pressing to the right now. Yeah, I'm holding down going to the right. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about that other than it's frustrating. I'm holding down right on the trackpad. It's almost as if there is a dead zone somewhere on the trackpad towards the outer ring, and it's wider on the right hand side. I don't know. That's just kind of what it feels like. can see where I stop. I'm just rolling my thumb around the outer edge of the trackpad, and you can see I stop in the same place every time. And like I said, again, I swapped wands out. So this is what, when I started out, this wand was my left hand. I thought maybe it was something on my trackpad, but even this one doesn't always register on the right hand side. I don't know. It's frustrating, and I can't tell if it's the game or my hardware, but I don't necessarily think it's my hardware. I haven't experienced it in other games. The head-locked, the HB-locked trackpad instead of good old Onward style trackpad locomotion is another gripe. We do have locomotion options though that make sense for the lore of the game, which is a plus. Graphically it looks pretty good. I mean, look at the, you know, spell effects look a lot better than the models, especially that gravedigger guy, the Undertaker, whatever he was. He looked like straight ass. His model was horrible. His hands were just disgusting. But aside from that, graphically it's not bad. There's some stuff that is annoying. There's some stuff that like shines and sparkles at a distance. Some of the models of the people, I can overlook that to an extent, but it is an issue. I think some of the like early complaints about raw data voiced similar concerns. The spellcasting seems very forgiving, but it's very easy to blind yourself. I think that there must be a mana system. Or not. As you can see, it's very easy to blind yourself to the combat that's going around you, in addition to when you get hit, you immediately, let's go find something, you almost immediately lose all of your vision. And that was a big gripe about, oh shit, that was a big, yeah, it's gonna follow me here. That was a big gripe about, oh shit, what's the game? Vertigo. When those circuit boards would cloud your vision and pretty much blind you. Right, this guy will hit me. This guy will hit me too. I mean, not only just his effect blinding, but 2 hits, my vision's impaired, 3 hits, everything is dark. 4 hits, I can't see shit. Yeah. And in combat, that's even worse. So, I really went into this wanting to like it, but I can't really recommend it in its current state. It's an early access title, it's a day one, but it's still pretty rough around the edges. It sucks, but it is what it is. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. If you guys like this, please hit that like, sub, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later. This is a quick button.